Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's session of Ask Zak. And tonight I want to touch on something very important and something that we experience on a lot of farms when we go to visit them. Now, the subject for tonight is, of course, how competition can make or break the production of your animals. When we talk about competition, we must remember an old saying that everybody uses, and we talk about pecking order. Now, pecking order is just a small description for stronger animals or stronger individuals in your herd or in your flock or in your piggery, is keeping the weaker ones away from resources that they need and need to grow and produce properly. So we get two types of competition. The first one, of course, is space, and the second one is food. Now, when we get to space, it is very important. Think about yourself. When you're in a crowded room, everybody's standing close together, you can't move around, you don't get muscle movement, you get a lot, especially if it's in a poultry or pig pen, you got a lot of feces, you got a lot of urine in that area, and of course that can breed diseases. When animals are close up together, disease can jump much easier between individual animals and cause a massive outbreak. So make sure you've got enough movement space for your animals when it comes down to your setup. Now, there are various types of setup. There are feedlots, there are piggeries, there's for broilers, there's for sheep, but make sure every farm is different. So get in contact with your nearest technical advisor to assist you to see what kind of space requirements your animals have and what do you need to do to ensure your animals have enough space to move and prevent disease outbreaks and of course keep your animals healthy. When it comes down to space as well, we talk about feeder space. Remember, it doesn't help I've got a herd of 20 cattle and I give them this much feeding space. There's going to be too much competition. Again, the strong animals are going to keep the weaker ones away. So very important. Our cattle can vary from 28 centimeters to 75 centimeters of space that you need per head of cattle. With our sheep, we're looking roughly to about 40 centimeters space that they might need, and your pigs go around 11 to 20 centimeters of space. And of course, with our poultry, we look at the amount of feeders. We talk about 3 feeders per 100 birds that you have. So very important. Every setup is different. The feedlot space requirements is different from an extensive setup. And of course, an in-house intensive setup, that's different from a free-range setup. So make sure you find out what your requirements are and get the necessary advice to make sure that your animals get enough resources to ensure proper growth. Another thing that we run into a lot is people not putting out enough feed for their animals. Remember, every type of feed that we put out, there are daily requirements that the animals need to take in. Whether it's your poultry, your pigs, make sure you know how much in kilograms, grams, just in short, how much your animals need to take in to ensure that they get proper growth. These things can make or break your farming practice. So go do your research, find out how much space the animals need and how much feeder space and feed they need to ensure that you get the right growth rate and be a productive farmer at the end of the day. So for more information, contact your nearest technical advisor, contact your nearest Alzu one-stop shop to ensure that you are on the winning foot. So from my side, thank you and have a good evening.